I so much enjoy the view here. You know, to see, look at this wonderful extended Bar Ilan family. I haven't seen such families anywhere. So thank you all, and especially thanks for the managers of this evening, which is run by our Global Research Development, headed by Merav Galili, and her wonderful staff. They're all wonderful, and especially the two that were in charge of the evening, Karin Zinger and Efrat Anand. Thank you very much. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Chodesh Tov. Yeah, tonight is Rosh Chodesh, if you haven't forgotten. You see, if the Beit HaMikdash, if the Holy Temple was still standing, the farmers would be very busy at this time of the year. Because on Shavuot, which we will be celebrating next week, in fact, next Sunday, the farmers would bring bikurim, the first fruit. Essentially, there are 4 components to this commandment, to this mitzvah. One, the first component, the farmer, of course, brings the very first fruit of this year's crop. That very same fruit that he watched over and waited patiently until it ripened. The same fruit that he brought him major joy and happiness, and he brings it in a basket up to the temple in Jerusalem. Then comes the second stage. Then he says a text that outlines our entire history, going back to the time of our patriarch Yaakov. In order to fully appreciate what you have, you need to remember even the hardships that you needed to pass through to get to this current achievement. The text is the beginning of his Hakarat HaTov, his ultimate gratification to God for meriting him with his wonderful crops. Then the third stage of Bikurim is bowing down to God in an expression of thanks. And the fourth one is the culmination of this ceremony is the happiness that the farmer feels from being able to thank God. This offering is very unique, and although unfortunately it can't be performed now without the temple, the lessons and the message of Bikurim are still very real and applicable to all of us. The concept of Hakarat HaTov is a vital part of our existence. The Bikurim serve to express our thanks to God, to create an equality between the nation, as every farmer, rich or poor, brought the exact same offering and said exact the same text. And it was also meant to teach us a lesson in humility. We didn't get to our success on our own. Just a few nights ago, we experienced a different Bikurim ceremony. After 5 years of watching them grow and develop, the first class of Bar Ilan School of Medicine in the Galilee became doctors. We, like the farmer, watched them with immense pride and happiness as these 48 young men and women got their degrees in the presence of the Prime Minister. We knew that after years of hard work, the School of Medicine had borne fruit. But like the Bikurim, we didn't do this alone. For 61 years, Bar Ilan University has been a partnership. Our faculty, staff, and students have achieved successes due to hard work, the ongoing support of our friends across the globe, and of course, the best blessings of the Holy One. Tonight is our expression of Hakarat HaTov. I look at our presidential honorees, and I see how much we have to be grateful for, how much Hakarat HaTov we owe them. I look at our alumni like the farmer looks at his crop with pride and joy. The Bikurim is also called Reshit, the beginning, symbolizing that this is the beginning of new crops. Our 5 students who will receive scholarships later tonight to enable them to study medicine at our School of Medicine represent the Reshit. This is the beginning of their careers, the beginning of the new chapter in their lives. All of this together bring us to the final component of Bikurim, the happiness that we have in saying thank you. So, again, as I said, in the beginning, I feel so emotional tonight. I would add to that special thanks on behalf of my wife, of myself, for the privilege of being part of this family. And I would like to make also a special mention of a very close, good friend of myself, of us, Moti Sonnenfeld. Moti has dedicated his life to benefiting the community. He established Keren Danieli in memory of his daughter, Danieli. Danieli's dreams of becoming a doctor can no longer be realized. But tonight, Keren Danieli is enabling the dreams of other young individuals to become reality through the awarding of scholarships to 5 of our medical students. So again, Mazal Tov to each and everyone. Thank you very much, and Chag Shavuot Sameach.